Just hitting the button then. Hey, here we go. Green Umbrella Live lunch live once again, Thursday lunchtime as always. Just me and Kim today chatting about what we're seeing happening in social media news, what we're seeing happening in the business, the little trends that we pick up along the way. So Nicole's having a nice chilled day off, so she's not with us today, just the two of us. But Kim, you've been a bit under the weather this week, so I'm hoping you're I'm glad you're here, pulling through for the live lunch. But maybe we'll try and keep it a shorter episode for you today.
Thanks. That would be lovely. Yeah, I seem to have picked up the mysterious lurgy that is going around, and I feel like I've been hit with a bus. But we're here. It's Thursday. We're live. What else would I want to be doing?
I think this is the thing. We actually enjoy doing this, don't we? It's
I do. Yeah.
To chat over, specifically to chat over this stuff.
Yeah.
And working remotely, you don't get to see something and they go, oh my god, have you seen this? So this is our place to do that. So yeah, good on you. Okay. Thanks. So a few things. I've kind of got three things. Okay, so first of all, Benji Smith, bless him.
Yeah, I was just about to say, before you start going in for the social media news, okay, you might want to just skip over this, but we're not going to. It was somebody's birthday yesterday, wasn't it?
On Tuesday. Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, what day are we on? It's Thursday, isn't it? Yeah. No, it was Valentine's yesterday.
Yeah.
You won't worry about that. But your birthday, what did you do? Yeah. What did you get up to?
I had a lovely chilled out day. So obviously I did a bit of work. People that know me, of course I did some work. Got some stuff done, and then went and hung out with my eldest daughter and her kids, and then picked up my younger daughter later in the day, and they'd organised for some really good friends of mine to come over and have dinner. So we hung out and did that, and it was lovely because it's birthday stuff, it's normally like the adult bit and the drinks and all that kind of stuff, but because people had got their kids there, so it was like I've got a lovely photo of me and all the kids, and it's really wholesome. It's really wholesome. So yeah, it was really lovely, just like the kids play. And the restaurant, I hate kids running around in a restaurant. Okay, drives me insane. The restaurant we went to was really quiet, and we were at the back, out the way, which meant that the kids.
Oh, the table in the top corner. But
So it meant the kids could run a little bit.
Yeah.
So they were having really good fun, and there's nothing better than watching kids having fun.
And just not having somebody from the other table going.
Yeah. I know, it's really, really good. So yeah, my daughter did well. But yeah, I think Kane went to mute herself then and hit the wrong button. It took me off screen. She's shouting in the background now. Hold on. Hopefully there's not a problem. Fingers crossed.
I'm very sorry. Carry on.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I'll explain when we're off air, but everything's great. Carry on.
Okay, wonderful. Your face then when you realised you'd hit the wrong button and you were full screen, you're like, oh.
Yeah, I was like, what have I done?
All good. Okay, so yeah, birthday stuff, that's done for another year. Thank goodness. I'm not a fan of birthdays. Oh, you're muted again.
Did you get many LinkedIn messages? Do you remember we spoke on last live lunch?
Yeah, I didn't. However, my birthday on LinkedIn, I have that information hidden so that it wouldn't send out the notifications.
Okay.
Yeah, my birthday's only visible to me. So it's one of those things where you can have, you on your LinkedIn profile, it will ask you for your birth date.
Yeah.
And you can have that so that everyone can see that information. Or you can lock it down so it's only visible to you.
Yeah.
Now, from a security perspective, obviously things like date of birth are used quite often for security. So I've always had mine locked down for that reason.
Yeah.
So from a security perspective, it's a big positive. If you want to get a load of engagement from people that you're connected with, obviously that's not particularly helpful. But that's the choice that I make on that side. So yeah, I didn't get all those annoying messages. I did get some messages though, and this is the thing: when people know you really well, I think when people know you well, they tend to connect with you on different platforms.
Yeah.
So people that know me well from a business perspective are connected on Facebook, and therefore they'd have known through Facebook, and I got messages anyway. But it helps you to tell who those higher level connections are.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, cool. Okay, so talking of LinkedIn, have you noticed the massive increase in polls in your feed over the last couple of weeks?
Not noticeably.
So
No, I
this
don't think
is
I
like,
have.
honestly, if I open my LinkedIn feed the last 2 weeks, it's gone from seeing like next to no polls to it's like there's a poll in every bloody scroll.
Actually, no, I'd say a poll. Yeah.
It's like they're all over the place. So it's really, from my perspective, it's really interesting. So this is an observation. It's not any research that's gone out there or anything like that. There's nothing saying that there's been a sudden increase in them. But what is interesting to me is that about 2-3 weeks ago, there's a guy called Richard Van Der Blom, and he's I'd say he's one of the top thinkers when it comes to LinkedIn, how to use it, what's happening, all that sort of stuff. And he does a lot of research about, around what's working, what isn't. And he released some content, and it was all about what content types essentially get the most reach, get the most engagement.
Okay.
And I think it was like polls was top of his list, but it was like increased it showed like an increased engagement of like 2 point something percent.
Okay. So it's
So
not a
it's
massive like, oh my
yeah,
gosh.
it's not massive, but it does seem as if it's like that information's come out and now there's tons of polls in my feed.
See, I think polls personally do well on Facebook.
Yeah.
On
Groups.
and on LinkedIn, unless they're actually adding value or you're trying to use them as a lead gen tool to try and open up a conversation, just don't do it.
Well, this is the thing. So LinkedIn, but polls went crazy before, and LinkedIn kind of went like, okay, people are using this feature, but they're overusing it. We want to kind of clamp it down. So they then built something into the algorithm where essentially, if it was a throwaway poll, you wouldn't get as much reach. And we did see that decline, and therefore that's when we got to a point where it's like, okay, if you're going to use polls, like once a week is enough.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's interesting that I'm seeing this sudden increase. So, I would suggest it's either a response to that piece of work by Richard Van Der Blom, because I mean he shared it through his blog, but it did also get picked up by social media today. So it's been seen by a bigger audience now.
Yeah.
So whether it's off the back of that, or whether in the next few weeks we're going to get something from LinkedIn saying there's been another shift in the algorithm around media types and posting types, I don't know. It's also happened at the same point they started introducing the template posts that we talked about last week. So like I said, it'll be interesting to see what happens going forward. Whether we see a bit of decline in polls, whether the addition, whether it's almost a bit of a bug where they've added in the template posts, maybe it's affected something with the poll option. I don't know, but it's it's an observation for me, let's say.
So what would be your advice for sort of like the split in video, static image, carousel, poll? What would if I was to come to you and say, I don't know what I'm doing on LinkedIn, how often should I post a video? How often should I post a poll? How often should I post a carousel? What are you telling me?
Okay, so there's kind of two questions there. Okay, so first of all, if someone was coming to me saying they don't know what to do, where should they start? First of all, I would get them to commit to a cadence. So how often a week they're going to post. Because if I say post every, like 5 days out of 7, some people will be like, okay. Some people will be like, oh crap. So maybe for them it's going to be 3 times a week, 2 times a week. We need to be getting to 5 times a week. Okay, needs to be daily. So first of all, how often are we going to post? Then it's like, okay, these are all your different options. Which do you feel is most achievable? Which do you feel is you're going to be most comfortable with? Then we commit to that.
Yeah.
Okay. From there, I said, okay, well, could we do like 1 poll a week or 1 poll every 2 weeks? You know, do you think you could commit to doing 2 videos a month? So it is about working with that individual to build a content plan essentially that they're going to be comfortable with. Because if I say to them, you've got to post every day, it needs to be image and text, a video, a live, a poll, whatever. It's like they're just going to be overwhelmed and nothing's going to happen.
Okay. But for somebody, say, that is more comfortable, but from like an algorithm perspective, is there a certain breakdown?
So there's not a specific breakdown, but I would be going, okay, every week, these are the 5 types of posts I want to hit.
Okay.
And knowing that I'm going to post every day and working it that way and making it work with your diary. If you know on the Thursday you're good, I've got a meeting in King's Cross at this time and a meeting at Bank at that time and blah blah blah. And like there's no, maybe you can capture loads of videos, loads of photos that day, but you're going to need to plan ahead if you want to share a video that day. Probably. I just, once you're in the habit, you'll be like, that's the day you'll do it because you'll just do it and post it, and you don't have so much of the overthinking that goes on. But it is kind of, like I say, it's text and a photo, text and a video. I'd say live video as well, a poll. And then depending on your results, it's either another text and photo, another text and video. And with some of these, it's like some of them, it's going to be more personal. Some of them are going to be more business. Some of them are going to be more industry-led. So it is about kind of looking at all your posting options. The trick is to have a mix, not just be constantly copy image, copy image, copy image.
Yeah.
Trick is to have a mix of media.
Good. I mean, I already knew that. I just thought it'd be nice for you to share that with the viewers.
I mean, there's things like the carousel posts as well.
I love the carousel posts.
They work really, really nicely, but they do take more work to create them.
Yes, they do.
So you've got to be, you've got to be on it with your brand. It's got to be worthwhile if people are going to flick through it. So it is about kind of going, okay, well, this is like, how am I going to manage this stuff?
Good.
So yeah, we should probably write that one up as a blog, shouldn't we?
That was really professional for us, wasn't it?
I know, a bit serious.
But, I mean, for people that usually watch this, we tend to go off track a little bit, but we actually know what we're talking about.
Oh, funny. Okay, so yeah, that's an observation now. I'm seeing a lot of polls on LinkedIn at the minute. So if you are going to use polls, keep them useful. Don't be asking people like what sauce they have on their bacon roll and things like that. Okay, so yeah, keep them valuable. So that's one thing. Oh, right. On Facebook when you're scrolling?
Oh, you're going to talk about that noise, aren't you?
Yeah, the noise, the little birdie thing.
Yeah, it's driving me insane.
It's a glitch.
I know that, but it's still driving me insane.
Yeah, it's a glitch. There's an article's come out saying it is a glitch. It's not intentional, and they're working to get rid of it, basically.
Please do, because I keep checking my phone for like, have I done something in the setting before I knew it was a glitch? Have I done something in the settings? Have I missed a notification? Like, oh,
it's so irritating.
I
keep thinking, when it started, I kept thinking I was clicking on something.
Same.
So yeah, I'm so glad that's happening. So glad
And
that's
there's
happening.
also another glitch that I've spotted in I don't think it's just one group, I think it's a few. Is the notifications, like I'll have something pop up in a group and it'll say so and so has posted. You click on it and it's a post from 4 days ago. But no, there's no new comments, there's no, so like trying to keep on top of that feed within a group, it's all over the place at the moment.
Is it something you've seen already, or is it driving you to content that you may have missed?
I've already seen it. Yeah,
Okay.
I've already seen it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's stuff like, you know, if there's it's for the PT stuff that I do for like group sessions or calls or something like that, and it's stuff that I've already seen, so it's not like a catch-up feature.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
I have my notifications turned off for groups because it is it gets to be a lot.
Yeah.
It's it's I think I've probably got like 4 or 5 groups I do have them on for, because that's where I'm most active.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of my group notifications are switched off. I haven't noticed that I've been getting notified about older posts. Although Paul Green's just said in the comments on Facebook he's getting the same.
Oh, it's not just me then. Thanks, Paul.
No, not just you. I'm just thinking, because there's been times in the past where Facebook have added almost like extra notifications to try and drive activity in groups, get people back into those communities. Obviously, we had the thing when everyone was going crazy with the everyone tags.
Oh.
But I think that's now kind of under control now, with people being able to switch that off under specific groups. But yeah, I haven't seen anything anywhere about people saying that it's been an issue, and I haven't seen anything anywhere about Facebook wanting to drive engagement in groups at the minute.
Yeah, no, I haven't read anything about it. It's just something I've personally experienced, and I'd very much like it if, Mark, you would sort it out, please. Thanks. That's Zooks that I'm talking to.
I was going to say, not yeah,
no.
our mates. Zookie baby. Oh goodness. Okay, cool.
Elon's
all right,
Brock and Zookie baby.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
There was something on
what else do I get?
They're gonna use Grok to within X to when there's articles and there's been a lot of commentary, Grok will then give you basically a synopsis of what the whole thing's about. So that could be useful. Although I'm finding that less and less people are wanting to be engaged over there, so not sure who will use that.
What was the other one I saw? Bear with. There was one for Instagram that you can filter your DMs to accounts that you follow. So it will make it easier. Say if you're trying to nurture a relationship, but you haven't yet followed them yet because you haven't clinched the deal or whatever, you can split the two. So just an easier way of managing your inbox, which I thought was quite nice.
Yeah, most of my DMs on Instagram are crap.
Yeah, there is a. I don't really do much DMs on Instagram. It's just replies to stories.
I'm like, honestly, do I want to be an ambassador for a product? I must get that every other day. Buying followers is probably once, twice a week.
Who's buying followers?
I know it's crazy, but they're like, I can get you however many thousand, million, billion followers in 30 days, blah blah blah, and I'm like, no, I don't need to buy followers, thanks.
Yeah, but also, like, if you're buying followers, that's just for your ego because it's offering you no value, no leads. Just get over yourself.
Actually doing you damage.
God, I'm starting to sound like you.
I know. About time. Okay, so the other thing with Instagram this week is they are testing and maximizing the number of hashtags you can add to a post.
Okay.
So I saw some articles saying it's going to be a maximum of 4 and other articles saying a maximum of 5.
Okay.
So remember when it was like back in the day where it's like, you needed to add a minimum of 10 hashtags and you could add up to 30 and
Yeah.
people would be like hashtag crazy. So now
Mm-hmm.
I have 5 hashtags. I think that's going to be a lot better.
And yeah, because it'll make you be more specific and intentional of the hashtags that you're using. Intentional. So I am sounding like you today. No, I'm
Yeah, that
sorry.
is, I was like, that's my word.
Yeah,
My word.
sorry.
Yeah, so people are going to have to rethink their hashtag strategies, I think, when it comes to Instagram.
There's a blog.
There's a blog. God, I'm supposed to be writing this afternoon as well. You're just stacking these up for me.
Yeah. So why don't you like writing blogs? Come on.
I never know what to write. I get proper blank page-itis. I just sit there and I'm like, And even the hardest part is knowing what to write.
Yeah.
Once I know what I'm going to write about, it becomes easier.
Yeah.
I'd say it probably takes me as long to decide what I'm going to write about in the title. Probably takes me as long to do that as it does to write the article itself.
It does take you a long time to come up with a title, yeah.
It is. I can write an article in an hour now. I can literally do I don't know if it's good, bad, and different, but I can do sort of 700 to 1,000 words in an hour. But deciding what those 700 plus words are going to be on sometimes takes me so I'll be after this. That's my next job. And I'm going to come up with something within 10 minutes and not do what I've done previously, which is get frustrated, bored, and think, right, I need to go for a walk or go and work on something else and come back to it. And it's actually 10 o'clock the next morning before I go, I know, and get it written.
You can do this.
Yeah.
I know it's one of the jobs that you just hate, but you have to. It has to be done. I
think as well, it's no, everything feels like I've written it before.
Yeah. I get that.
It never feels very original.
Mm.
So I should probably do something. So I normally reflect on the week. What things have come up? What questions have come up? What conversations have happened? So there is something around Facebook groups that's popped up this week. However, I've written before on how to build engaged Facebook groups. I've written before on the things that you need to have for a successful Facebook group. So it feels like a topic I've already done.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, what is there that's new that I can bring to it?
Yeah.
And because it's not very exciting writing stuff that you've already written.
Yeah, I can imagine. Because the point of if you've written it before, then it's likely that it could be evergreen content, so you can just repurpose it anyway. So you're not actually writing anything.
Exactly. So we can repurpose some of that old content, and that's a great part of your strategy to do that once you've got that content bank in place. But people that have been, we've got people on our list that have been reading our stuff for years, and I feel like we're doing a disservice to them by presenting them the same content over and over again.
Yeah. 100%.
So yeah. So no, I will be keyboard ready and I will get writing. Rah.
Oh God.
I'm trying to convince myself.
You will do it. Come on.
I've got a call at 3 o'clock to do. So if I haven't come up with a title, then that will be my breakaway. No, this is my plan, right? I've got till 3 o'clock to come up with a title. If I haven't got a title by then, I'll do my call. I've got a meditation that taps into creativity.
No,
I'll do the call and I'll go back to it.
No. So you're already telling me it ain't going to be done by 3 o'clock. You've already telling yourself that it's not going to be done by 3 o'clock. So let's cut all the crap, shall we?
It has gotten easier. All right, it has gotten easier to come up with stuff. No,
It's
listen.
like when I try and talk to my boy and I go, "Have you done that?" He goes, "Yeah, but."
Because I'll go ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I'm a marketing agency. Setting to, this is my tone of voice. These are the titles of my last 10 articles. Give me suggestions for my next 10 articles.
Yeah.
And it will give me 10 things that I hate that I think are really, really crap ideas.
I'm finding that a lot with ChatGPT at the moment.
But I find in reading those, I suddenly get a spark of inspiration.
I'm not a massive fan of ChatGPT. I'm really not, because it's just, like you say, it's all crap.
I think it's
I mean,
it's about what you give it.
You can write an article on AI prompts.
See, that's boring.
No, but it's not that because it's yeah, it's boring, but well, no, I don't think it's boring. It's something, because a lot of people are using ChatGPT.
I know it'd be really useful for people. Right. So here's the thing with the AI stuff. Okay. I feel a lot of marketers are going down the AI route from a content perspective.
Yeah.
And that's cool. However, I'm not that person. I'm geeky about social media. I'm not geeky about tech. So yes, it'd be really useful information for us to write and put out there, but writing about ChatGPT prompts is not the stuff that gets me excited.
Okay. It's not all about you though, is it?
But you've got to write about what you're passionate about.
True.
Otherwise, it may as well be written by AI.
Yeah.
Be soulless. And I hate using AI. Just personally, I hate the idea that, like, we're so incapable of thinking for ourselves. We need a tool to think for us.
Yeah.
And I know, I am aware that is such a small, closed-minded view of the world, but I believe I am a creative being. So as a creative being, why do I need to go to a tool to be creative for me?
Yeah. We're almost, we're not even giving ourselves that, those moments where you're like, oh, that's it.
Yeah, it's like the excitement that you had to, like, the next new idea. Oh my god, I had an idea. That's going to be like, oh wow, and like you're thinking of working it through, and like your eyes coming alive, and the excitement, and the deploying it, and all that kind of stuff. And I feel that people don't get to do that anymore. And we're talking about being creative on platforms that allow us to be creative. So
I agree.
It has its place 100%, and it can help so many people in so many different ways, and I love it from that perspective. But there's, like I said, that's that bit of me that every time I have to go to use it for something because I couldn't come up with the goods myself. Like, just makes me,
it's frustrating because you just think, oh, why? And then totally get it
myself, because like I said, I'm like, it makes me feel like maybe I'm not that creative.
Maybe you're not that big of a deal. Obviously, we all know you are. Claude AI, Paul says, gives a better output than ChatGPT. I've never even heard of that.
Did you see Bard has changed its name? I can't remember what it's changed to now.
Bard AI. Gemini.
Is it Gemini?
Bard is now Gemini, which is my star sign, 8th of June. So if anybody wants to send me a birthday message. Yeah. Why Gemini? Who knows?
Cool. All right, what else you got news-wise? You got anything else?
There was another one for Instagram that I don't know if we discussed this. I feel like we might have done, so apologies if we have. You can use cutouts for videos to add to videos. Have we spoke about that?
No.
Have we not? No. I don't know why I seem to think that we have.
Cutouts of photos, but not cutouts of videos, I don't think.
Yeah, where is it? Bear with me. You just talk amongst yourselves, Paul. and Angela.
So, so you could cut out part of the video, and then it's like a GIF sticker in your stories.
That's it. Yeah. Oh, I've just spotted something that I didn't read earlier, but this is interesting. Instagram's testing carousel posts within Reels.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So do you remember TikTok did this a little while ago? So it's not really surprised that they're bringing it in. So yeah, it's just using static images.
Reel.
Yeah. Well, it's the fastest growing media type.
Yeah, not surprised. I love a good reel, me. And CapCut, if anybody is not using CapCut to help create your videos, oh my life, what a tool. The things I create, I feel like I'm a film editor, and people go, oh my God, that video is so good. I'm like, thanks.
She does. She puts these little videos together and she WhatsApps them to me. She's like, look at this. I'm like, thanks, Kim. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. No, I'm exaggerating.
In the morning. I do. I get very excited.
See, it's like this is what I'm saying. Like from the tech perspective, using apps like that, I get bored really quick. I get really frustrated really, really fast.
Oh, see, I love it.
I can't do it in a few steps. I'm like, yeah, not for me.
Yeah, I do remember once when early on when I first started working for Green Umbrella. Obviously, I use social media, but not to the extent in trying to create actual content. I was just throwing out posts. I'll never forget. I literally spent, I think I timed it, 41 minutes to make this reel and trying to jazz it up. And I think the reel was about 16 seconds long. I was like, well, that's not productive, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I will pop the link in now.
Excellent. Yeah, Angela's just asked for the link to CapCut over on LinkedIn.
It's so good. It's my favourite app to use at the moment.
It's really handy. Really handy.
And it just like you can search for anything on there, like business template or weekend recap, that sort of stuff. Women supporting women, all like anything that you want, and I love it.
There we go. Fantastic. Cool. Okay, so I don't think there's been much else happening news-wise. That's kind of it, really, isn't it, this week?
Yeah.
So okay. Well, that's kind of us done then.
What's happening next week, by the way, on the 20th of February?
The Recruitment Marketing Congress is happening on the 20th of February. Are you surprised that I remembered?
I literally saw the light bulb moment then. I saw your face light.
The thing is, I don't think I've not been thinking much beyond this week, because after this week it all gets a little bit crazy for a month or so. So yeah, we've got the Recruitment Marketing Congress on Tuesday. So that's an online event, half day. We'll get the link and stick it in the comments. But essentially, if you're in recruitment marketing, so whether you're a social media exec, you're a marketing manager, or you're the business owner and you've got responsibility for marketing recruitment business, if you are not a recruitment agency, but perhaps you are, you're within an organization and you're responsible for hiring for that organization, so you're thinking about employer branding and marketing from that perspective, then you need to be on this half day. So essentially, I'm going to be talking about social media elements. We're going to be talking about a little bit about automation of your marketing. There's going to be conversation around, AI, podcast, email marketing. It's like, honestly, we've put so much into this half day. So we're running it in conjunction with Louise Triance over at UK Recruiter. Like I say, I'm speaking. There's a couple of our competitors, essentially, but people that we get on with really, really well. So you've got James Whitelock at Thinking Circles, and Neil Rudolph at Red Nose as well. We might be competitors, but we're really good buddies. So between us, we've come up with this program working with Louise that I think it's going to be massively, massively valuable. This is like the 4th or 5th time I think the Congress is run, and it always has really good feedback. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Definitely.
Good. Well done.
You impressed?
I'm always impressed. Always. But yeah, if so, UK Recruiter, you can find all the details on there as well. And if you want to buy multiple tickets, then you can reach out to Louise and she'll just invoice them.
Yeah,
as
absolutely.
a group.
Fantastic. Yeah, it is. Like next week does start off a bit of a crazy month because we've got that. I'm then doing a webinar for a company called Unlimited Success, and that's all around marketing and entrepreneurship. I've then got, what else have we? I've got there's some team meetings that are happening. We've got
thing called Rec Expo coming up.
Yeah, we've got like, it is like boom, 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 boom over the next sort of, it's like we'll have a restful weekend this weekend, and then we've got a crazy sort of 4 or 5 weeks after that. But we're here for it. We're ready. Can't
wait to get my hands on that merch.
I know. She's starting with the merch already. We had a conversation yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Not yesterday, day before.
Yeah, it was on my birthday whilst I was still working. We had a conversation then, and she was like, so, merch. I'm like,
I did say that I do feel like I got a little bit overexcited. It was my first expo, and I was like a kid in a candy store. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm not going to bring home a bag full of stuff. Maybe.
Thing is, like, there's a difference between good merch and crap merch.
Oh, yeah. I've got a lot of notepads left. Which is handy for my little boy because he loves it. He loves going into school. He takes a little notepad, does some doodling. Fantastic. But a lot of the stuff I just haven't used, apart from the old faithful cup. I think
the Hive 360 hot cup. There it is.
There it is. It's literally the only cup I drink.
She loves this cup.
Because honestly, look at the size of that bad boy.
The investment that they put into those, right, that is paid off just with how often you've shared it.
Yeah, there you go. Hive 360. It gives you just the buzz you need. So if anyone at Hive is watching, feel free. I'll happily be a Hive brand ambassador. So they just provide better employment solutions all round. So.
Oh, lovely comment there from Paul over on Facebook. Fantastic.
Excuse me. I know I do, Paul. I'm very aware of that. But it's very people-y out there. It's not for me.
Yeah, we're not down with the people. That's why we hide behind social media. We don't actually like people. Totally socially inept. So we sit there behind our little
we're the most unsociable social beings.
I do feel like that's a tagline for us. It's
what we hate people.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's the Green Umbrella Marketing, the unsociable social media agency. # we hate people. You should go for it.
Should we do it? Let's rebrand. That's a lot of work.
It'd have to be a really crappy colour. We'd have to go to like Brimsy brown.
Brown. Oh, I was thinking brown. Yeah, just
something really like
out. Don't talk to us. We'll post for you.
Oh God! All right, let's wrap this up.
Yeah,
let's wrap
this up. We started off so well.
I know, we were all like mature and professional and welcoming, and now we're like, yeah, that's 5 minutes. Let's go do something else now. And you know, I need to go and have my mushrooms. I haven't had them yet today, and if I leave it much later, it'll be too late. There's a thought for you.
Just leave it there. You go and enjoy your mushrooms.
I'm going to have my mushroom
and that'll give you the poof that you need for the blog.
That's the adaptogen, so that will aid my creativity, my focus. I'll be like, this blog's going to be done.
Oh, Okay, see you next week.
See you next week. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. hanging in there with the madness. I mean, we did give some value at some point, I'm sure. But yeah, thank you for joining. We will be back next Thursday at 12 noon. We will see you there. The Green Umbrella Facebook page, my LinkedIn, the Green Umbrella YouTube, Instagram, and anywhere else they'll have us, basically. See you then. Bye for now.